Hi viewers, welcome to Mrs. Evelyn Sampson's TV, and it's a pleasure to have you here. So I just feel like coming online to throw a light or throw more light on African folktales. Okay, so African folktales are basically tale of for entertainment. They're actually treasure of troves of wisdom that portrays diverse cultural and then traditional lifestyles. They're just stories that are being passed down from generation to generation, basically for entertainment, to educate. They're just oral stories. Could be tales by moonlight, could be epic stories, and the like for the sole purpose of preserving cultural heritage. So they are actually situation whereby characters have captivating audiences for centuries. Like we are going to actually explore some fascinating aspects of African folktale because in this case the geographical terrain is the African domain. Okay, so the tradition not only entertain nor all educate, but it also tries to unite communities. This story often teaches moral lessons and they explain natural phenomena verbally using historical events. So it could be modern or like in this TV, for instance, sometimes you portray epic genres or modern genre. Okay, so it's just like when ancient wisdom meets with modern reality. So African folktale often features clever tricksters, wise elders, or magical creatures. Here I say that. So this character will teach about the importance of community, respect, resilience. Just like our grandmothers tell us when we come back from school back then, in the evening we sit under the moonlight and then they'll tell us story, bedtime stories, our parents and lives. This is what African folktale basically does. So in this digital era, we're basically deploying or marrying storytelling down to the entire world. Like a global village, we're telling the African story to the world. And then even though sometimes we interwove it with family lives and other short clips to keep you entertained and hooked up, African folktale remains the sole purpose of this very TV channel. So it's just for the importance of the community, the power of storytelling and the likes technically. So that's it, and that's all we know about the video for today. Hopefully I hope you enjoyed this, and then from time to time I'll try to come on to talk about cultural heritage. So I'm so grateful to have you here, and then I really appreciate your views, subscribers, and your likes. They're actually helpful, and it's good to have you. Thank you. Hi viewers, you're welcome once again to Evelyn Sampson's TV. So this is the part 2 of African folktale. So African folktale, like I said, they are actually basically vibrant tapestries with threads of magic wisdom and wits which are interwoven together. They are actually what? They are tapestry, vibrant tapestries with threads of magic and wisdom which are was being knitted together. Okay, there are stories that have been passed down from generations to generations, entertaining and educating audiences with their unique blend of humor, adventure, and life lessons. So imagine sitting around a crackling campfire under the starry African sky, surrounded by the rhythmic sound of drums, gentle rustling of leaves, and the like. Then the village elders begins to speak, and then the room falls silent. The story comes alive with characters like Anansi the spider, Mami Water, the clever trickster figures who outsmart their foes and teach valuable lessons. Okay, there are some that just tends to scare you. They have different genres. Okay, they're the ones that tends to scare you. They're the ones that ends with light notes. That's where the tragedy, the comedy, and the tragic comedy comes into play. Just like the video I made, you can go and watch my YouTube channel titled "The Queen of the Dark." Now, the Queen of the Dark basically is just for entertainment. It's a scary kind of story. You understand? It starts on a tragic note, but ends in a little bit of a comical way because the antagonist, which was the queen, later died. Okay, so the protagonist, Ife, had to start giving some lamentations and some slight loss of hope for the future of their land. So this was African folktale. Nigeria was the location, the geographical location was Nigeria. So you see, this is what African folk is all about. It was verbally orated. It was spoken verbally, just basically storytelling about a certain continent or geographical location, which in this case is Africa and Nigeria. So basically, they are just for either education, like the kinds of from Papa to Pa that was there to just educate and motivate their audience. It tells the story of Mr. Daniel Peterson from grass to grace. So they want to educate, entertain you, but basically the education aspects of the moral lessons there. So that's what that's all about. So these tales are they're more than just entertainment. They're a window into the rich cultural heritage of Africa, reflecting the continent's diverse traditions, values, and histories. They offer insights into the human conditions, revealing the complexities and the nuances of the African culture. From the Yoruba people of Nigeria to the Zulu people of South Africa, African folktale are a treasure trove of wisdom, humor, and inspiration. So let's embark on a journey through the enchanting world of African folktales and discover the magic that lies within. Would you like to explore more of this African folktale and your characters? Do well to continue watching. This is Evelyn Sampson's TV, because we are not just about the epical or historical characters of the stories of our fathers or forefathers, which is passed down to this generation, but we are also open about present modern world. So we are marrying and interweaving them together, and that's why I ask again, what happens when historical events or ancient wisdom meets with modern storytelling? We have them right here. See you next time. Until then, bye.